さあ、今日も頑張っていきましょう。
Ah man, imagine I have to spend for like up to 380 days and then the game closes down. Yep, they're not gonna fix this one, this key of friendship, because game's closing. So anyway, this is Tip Boy. Time for another Resleriana stream. This is, I think, 3 streams now, because I still have to clear a lot of this backlog, and then I can finally move on to the Japanese version. So yeah, at this point, I have no use of these choco cookies anymore, even though there's already the ram roast event. So, not for a second, I'm already distracted by meat. Oh yeah, by the way, thank you for the... consecutively, I got around, how do I say, 56 views. I think it was throughout the live stream, but thanks for the surge of views for the consecutive Resleriana streams. Now the reason I've been streaming all of these until the week is because, well, I got remaining backlog left, and I'm gonna have to sacrifice one event story for to speed up the pace. Remember the Japanese version stream where I streamed the flowers bloom in the drought? I'm gonna have to swap. I'm gonna have to let that slide just once, because it would be repetitive anyway, because I already covered that in the other version. However, in the Japanese version, I did not play the event story with Brad and Magda. Yeah, those two appeared in the recent story chapter 19. So I already have context on Mika and Diana. I have not gotten any context for both Magda and Bradley, so yeah, I'm gonna prioritize the two of them over the Diva, over Lara's disciples. Much as I like to aim for the high score, you know, this rap rose is still friggin' hard to do. Even if you no longer have resources to just finish the game 100%. But this ram roast, by the way, if you were to clear this at the 5th level, holy shit, this ram roast, it has 99 HP bars. How are you going to take care of this guy? Well, I got none at all. So, I will be doing the Convergence of Chaos in order tonight. Flowers that bloom in the drought, I will just do that off stream. Just to collect the remaining lodestar gems. And yeah, Roman's Grand Tournament is stayed at the Stab Division. Reminds me that we've been backstabbed. because Katie does not have enough resources to maintain the global version server, even though they already have a new story chapter, new story season in Resleriana Japanese version. So yeah, time to do the Convergence of Chaos in order, and I already completed the missions anyway, except this one, the EX3 one. Basically, the EX3, you have to clear out. Let me check the EX challenge. This friggin' boss. But if you want to get the trophy, I assume it will be available in a revival event in the Japanese version. You'll need to clear EX4, I think. Oh no, I guess EX4 is considered optional. It'll be easier then if you start clearing Story Season 2 then. Or if you start Story Season 2, then I think the previous events in Season 1 will be adjustable. However, I do see some changes in the gacha, the Japanese version, the gacha system. Uh, the pickup characters, the feature character or Memoria. Well, Memoria remains the same, 200 medals and limited time. The character, however, is no longer a permanent addition. You need to get at least 250 medals and you have to get it within a time limit. Full mode 2 to 100. No exact goal. Thing is, I don't like that change. Sure, I'm gonna have to wait for 6-star characters, but at this point, I think those Season 1 characters will likely be stale the longer they have to release a few 6-star characters. So I will test that 6-star system once I cleared the remaining story Season 1 chapters. So I haven't cleared 22 and 23, so yeah. I'm gonna take this a huge grain of salt until I unlock that new system. So here comes. Who shall I flip a coin first? Magda or Brad? I might as well have to start flipping a coin because either of the revenge stories they'll intertwine anyway. So, Magda's heads, Brada's tails. It's tails. I'll go for Brad's story. But hey, at least it's a seneschal. The seneschal of alchemy anyways. Well, we have Brawl Master. We have Brawl Master Magda anyway. So, I will be role-playing as Orpheus. Brad, I appreciate you taking the position of Seneschal of Alchemy. My family has produced generations of Seneschals of Alchemy, so it's only natural that I follow tradition. You hear that, Ginkgo? You hear that, Ginkgo-chan? Tradition! But you're on track to becoming the youngest Prime Minister in history. Have you confirmed to serve as advisor? You announced your candidacy, but then accepted the role of Seneschal of Alchemy. I'm afraid I made your goal of becoming a Prime Minister that more distant. Orpheus, you have your little brother Roman. Should I say Richard? I still have that wish list on Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Alchemy has once again risen as something crucial to this nation. The Seneschal of Alchemy is a role that cannot be entrusted to anyone else, or XP would refer to him as the Duke of Alchemy. So, hearing you say that brings me joy. I knew you were perfect for the job. I'm unworthy of such praise. Alchemy still stands on shaky ground thanks for the Totori illustrations. So cute and funny. I got distracted, I'm sorry. Wait, is it AI generated? Yeah, I cannot tell if it's AI generated, I'm sorry. But anyway, Alchemy still stands on shaky ground. The time has come to revisit the decision made 150 years ago. By this point, I think we've already passed like 5 generations. 5 family generations and we got Alchemy back. We are so back, as trendy alchemists would say. But you are still the man hailed as the future of the kingdom. I am confident in your ability to calmly and rationally make the right decisions for the future of alchemy. I am counting on you. How do we say? Seneschal of Alchemy. Yes, your highness! I need to adjust my microphone. The good thing I have the 3-band equalizer in, but I'm not sure how to filter that to make it like as if I'm recording it in the studio. Well, this microphone is a condenser one. So anyway, I'll be using the RN noise this time. Right. Well then. First things first, there's someone I need to speak with. The man at the forefront of reviving alchemy in the palace. Richard. It's Richard, sir! I've been stopped by a freaking connecting button. Come, connecting loading screen. Come on. I mean, the game's closing down. At least stabilize the connection. Hey, it's not like I'm using a slow PLDT router. But then again, I'm using the default router, so I will have to buy something like I think a Wi-Fi router to unlock the speed of the internet. So a day in the life of a seneschal Brad. Yep, that is Koga as the Prime Minister. Kung tulungan ko kaya si Kate Manalo sa OJ bukas. I don't mind losing. It's winning is not my favorite. Winning is not my priority in Orange Juice. Alright, considering the event story, Jerome. I chatted Koga, you're the Prime Minister of Lantarna because he looks like this. As role-playing as Brad. I appreciate you taking on the position of Seneschal of Alchemy. My family has produced January. Oh, wait, what? Did I miss out something? Oh yeah, I think I've already replayed that story chapter. What the heck? Oh, it's actually below. I actually replayed this one. Alright, continuing the story of dreams. I'm sorry. Now he's on to the town wall. Hey Brad, how you been? It's the other vlog! You know ako dyan? I'm not sure. You be this guy. Because look at the height gap. Bradley. There's no time to get wrapped up in catching up. I'm here to talk business. The right place as ever, I see. Seneschal, it has been quite some time. Juna, thanks for keeping an eye on Richard. I know you'll keep him from doing anything absurd. Yes, since chapter 8, Juna has been chaperoning Roman this whole time.
それは
Oh, come on, am I really that untrustworthy?
いや
Oh, I trust you alright. It's just a matter of moderation. Now then, alchemy is once again gaining momentum in the kingdom. And thanks to Resna, that is. And you're the one leading the movement.
あ
Baka Roadhog yung character ko sa Atelier. There's Atelier Yumiya, Jerome. I'll play that. I'll play Atelier Yumiya on Switch. I could stream it. Yeah, we thought there was a nobody left who used alchemy, but wouldn't you know it, we found someone. Her name is Resna Sterenage. She uses alchemy to solve different problems around the kingdom that come through cafe requests.
そうだな
Alchemy is simply amazing. It's allowed her to accomplish some remarkable things. Bringing power. Bringing power. Well, thanks for starters. Hey, the FXC is freaking strong, Roman. I think that's well suited for experienced alchemists, not starters. For the future of our kingdom, we must make alchemy revival a reality.
なるほど
There are a number of problems that need to be addressed before that can be possible. The first is how alchemy should be managed. Ever since a group known as the Poor Knight Alchemists showed up, many people have grown distrustful of it. Maybe, I guess it's already like in a polarizing position at this point. Alright,
ふむ
so the issue is whether people using alchemy can truly be trusted to use it appropriately, right? Yep. You know what he's referring to. Would us vouching Resna and her companions not be sufficient? Bradley might know this.
そうだな
It would certainly be helpful, but I'll still need some more information in order to make a sound decision. Then why did you become a seneschal of alchemy if you have no idea what Resna and the others are doing? Oh my god. I assume he already had knowledge, but then he says, I would like to research first. Okay, that's fine. I think Bradley will have to meet up with Resna later in Story Chapter 19. To that end, there's another problem to address. The future of alchemy. Oh, say no more. Yumiya has this. Because alchemy became taboo again! Ho 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 ho! So evil. We ultimately don't have any measures in place to address the issue of mana droughts. I don't think mana appears as some kind of liquid or some energy flow. It comes in a piece of star pieces. Any thoughts on how to solve this, Richard?
やってみせるさ。
Already settled! The answer lies at the Sekai no Hate, just as I wrote on these reports.
何？
Come on. I mean, how will Ko get apart from Orange Juice if he hasn't upgraded his PC yet? We're the only ones having gaming PCs for God's sake. A new world with incredible amounts of mana just waiting below the surface. Have there been any new developments regarding that? It just sounds too good to be true. If it sounds too good to be true, Richard, it probably is, Brad.
それは。
Frankly speaking, no, there hasn't been any new information on the Sekai no Hate. Seems like a considerable risk to back down without even knowing if it actually exists. I mean, you wouldn't know until you have to go to that destination, Brad. That's why it's not about the destination, it's about the journey that counts. And yes, I already have iced tea ready for tomorrow night's orange juice. Did we do something like this before? Ah, yeah. We tried digging a tunnel into the mine mana. That already happened. It was already explained in chapter 7. That didn't work out at all, but Richard had pinned all his hopes on it. His cloud took a clear hit after the... Oh dear! Richard! I think you're losing followers! What happened? Should I support this plan? Okay, so this is where the decision mark begins. I forgot the walkthrough on this one, but if I hit an if chapter, that means I didn't get any bonus load star gems. So what do I do? Should I support his plan or not? Decisions. If I were like to have like a viewer of 10 or 15, then we could have an interactive event story. But since I only have like mutuals, I would like to start growing my channel, even if it's just like 2-3 randoms. So anyway, I'd say support his plan or question the plano. Maybe question the plan?
すまない。
Richard, I'm sorry, but the stories about the world's end are questionable at best. No one knows if it actually exists. You don't really think it's realistic to hang the kingdom's future on something like that, do you? World's End is mentioned in several texts, and is even depicted in murals found in ruins. It is a real place. There's plenty of evidence to support it.
Boy.
This line, Brad's pretty ticked off.
Boy.
Ah, yes, this is a very good one-liner to start with. Don't pick off Bradley, or he'll say, "Oi!"
Boy.
You really want to repeat the same mistake you made with the mana mining plan?
それは。
That was definitely stupid of me, but the future of the kingdom is at stake. We need a solid plan. It's time to wake up to reality. You need to focus on solid policies for the kingdom, says the Celestial of Alchemy. I have faith in your ability to achieve big things without chasing fantasies. He's not chasing fantasies, sir.
ありがとう。
I appreciate your advice, but I won't back down. Did we motivate him? Is this a Streisand effect? That's really a shame. This is, I think if it's an if chapter, then I might hit it. The only way to know if it's an if chapter is if I continue the story without without going back to the event page. And there. This is the if chapter. No wonder. That concludes my report. I'm afraid I cannot recommend the continued use of alchemy. One day, mana will run out, and searching for the world's end is unrealistic. That's so. I see. In that case, I would like to hear about your alternative plan to alchemy tomorrow. Gather up the materials.
Huh.
Yes, Your Highness. I have mixed feelings. On one hand, it is a solid plan. But I've also certainly pictured Roman paving the way for the future of alchemy. If I may offer my humble opinion, I don't believe pursuing a dream and perpetuating tall tales are the same thing. He's sticking with fiction with reality. It is unacceptable for leaders like us to see such fantasies as viable paths forward. Indeed. Well then, I shall look forward to tomorrow. And then Orpheus left. The future of alchemy. Perhaps things could have ended up differently if only I had pursued my ideals just a little further. Well, this is a neutral ending, but I believe that it's important for the government to face reality and improve things gradually over time. What's even heartbreaking is the music played. You just goofed up. That means we must discard anything unnecessary, even if it fosters resentment. It's a job someone has to do, and it might as well be me. He abandoned his role as the Celestial of Alchemy way too early in this event story, guys. Okay, I'm finishing the stream. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yep. It just says icy broad. Why? That's so subway of you. Okay. Oh, what else? What is this? Alright, let's go back to the game. Alright, I'll skip and then support Roman's plan.
Yeah.
いや、
あ、
なるほど。
そうやってそれは
Alright, so let's support his plan instead.
あ
Okay,
わかった
I don't know if we'll find anything, but I'll do my best to search. Then... Okay, I kinda noticed. Before I started streaming, the music resets back to the beginning. I think it has to do with the audio devices disconnecting momentarily, so... A short glitch, but it's not that noticeable. It's negligible. Okay, I don't know if we'll find anything, but I'll do my best to search.
そうか
Really? I thought you'd be against it. I'd be dropping the role-playing cap if I have not cleared this if chapter.
うん
I wanted to be, but that would stop you anyway. But I will say this, if we can't find it this time, you must give up on reviving alchemy. Holy moly! It's a deal then, it's a mission. Richard, you gotta find the world's edge, or Bradley will make you abandon your post.
あ
Okay, I'm prepared. He doesn't mind. He's just disregarding about taking risk. That's why he That's why he got kidnapped in chapter 7 and then he got chaperoned by Tuna. Well then, on that note, I'm counting on you to bring alchemy back, Celestial.
あ
Well, you have my word. So, the first step is investigating people who use alchemy. I know that alchemy is incredibly useful, but the problem is whether the people who use it should truly have access to such power. Oh yeah, it was supposed to be autoplaying, but I had to pause that for a while. Alright, so to the Scarred Bay area.
と
Asha! Yep, he first encountered Asha. He's an Asha favorite. He plays Atelier. He plays the Atelier Dusk series games. Because Bradley likes the yellow 2 colors because it reminds of the world that has big situations coming up. Alright, so let's go back to real speed. So this is where I used to see Valeria a lot. I even woke her up on the roadside sometimes. Heck! I mean, she's no longer here because the Moonlight Society kicked her out. As of chapter 3, but the organization has since been abandoned.
感謝する
Great, thank you. Sorry for taking you out on the library while you're reading. I mean, her outfit is based on the chapter 7, so she doesn't mind.
と
Why are you looking into Valeria? Well, she is not an alchemist. She is a homunculus, and a strong homunculus, that is. We are currently investigating whether those using alchemy are sufficiently trustworthy. I mean, you're talking to her right now. She's an alchemist. Apparently, there are some with dubious backgrounds, and at the top of that list is Valeria. Again, she's not an alchemist, dummy. There are reports of her having lost her memories, but we're looking into exactly who she really is. It would appear she is still missing. We need to know if she really is trustworthy, hence our investigation. Ah, this takes place after story chapter 17, I knew it.
なるほど
Oh, I see. But then why did you change costumes? That's all I need to ask you. Thank you again for showing me here. Ah,
と
I think Valeria is a good person. Ah, nice. Yasashi na hito. Thanks for the fence. Thank you for your testimony. We'll take it into consideration when we make our decision. And she left. Okay, Knights, time to start investigating. Walk around the docks. Find the silver-haired warrior. What a gloomy place! What do you mean, Knight B? Is this your first day on the job? I suppose it's not that my kind of place. Definitely not somewhere I'd like to stay for very long. Again, this is your first time visiting the docks. First time here? Yes, it is. My apologies, sir. We've only just read. Well, welcome to the Knights. The Knights here today may all be young, but even so, they must be awfully apathetic to politics if they're clueless about the situation here. Long story short, they didn't know that the Moonlight Society has been disbanded. I don't want to draw the attention of the residents here. Perhaps having them tag along isn't the best idea. Yeah, the Nutshell of Alchemy, taking care of the Knights. What do I do? Well, there is an if chapter on one of the others, so I'd say tag along the Knights?
おい
Never forget, the kingdom has a duty to protect the people who live in here too. Autoplay, come on. If you understand that, then you'll change the way you see the area. This docks is beautiful. It reminds me of those who sail. Yes, sir! God damn it. If the connecting button keeps repeating like more than 5 seconds, I wouldn't know if my internet is slowed down or what. I already have my I already have my I think the modem that I'm using for PLDT is around Wi-Fi 5 or 6. I think it's likely Wi-Fi standard 5. What if we let the night stay?
と
What
感謝する
happens?
あ
なると
ほ
Alright, time to be I'm just gonna say the demonetizing word. Let's be a bastard and let the night stand wait on standby.
うすまない
I hate to do this, but I need you to stand by. I'll handle the questioning. Celestial, with all due respect, that is far too dangerous.
あ
Taking you lads alone would likely bring about more animosity. Mustn't forget, the residents here are also citizens we must protect. That's tough. That's rich coming from you. Yes, sir. My apologies. And then he just left the place, just being the lonely Sinestro.
うん
According to the information we gathered, this is where Valeria used to live. Huh. She's apparently living in Freegan now, but there should still be some clues left behind here. Huh. If only you have the nightstand by at the docks. Maybe you should not have left those nights alone. Let's take a look inside. What are you doing? Oh!
うん
Radley Khan, I'm here on official business to investigate this house. Apparently you encountered Magda way early in this part. Yep, that's what happens if you were to do this if chapter. You encountered Magda and then comeuppance. What? So where did Valeria and those guys go?
おい
I just introduced myself to you. Don't you think it'd be polite to return the favor? Hey! No. She has a spike. She has a spiky club. Don't bother her. Oh, looky here. We got a fancy gentleman on our hands. You can take it and eat. That is not one way to start a conversation. What insolence! Celestial! Hey you! What do you think you're doing? Don't bother, she has a Royal Master title. Whoa, you got knights! So you really are a real fancy gentleman. Well, I'm not sticking around to get puts on some wanted list. See ya! And she laughed.
おい
Hey, wait! Celestial, are you hurt? Nope, she didn't hit her. She didn't hit him.
あ
I'm fine, but she certainly was aggressive. Yeah, you should have let the night side by you. We should probably speak with the alchemist Resna if we want to learn more about Valeria. After that, I summoned Resna to the palace and interrogated her. What the heck? That's not the same person you met earlier? While Resna appears to be the trustworthy person, I still have my doubts about Valeria. I mean, after, but she talked to you? Unfortunately, no. This one might have taken place after chapter 18 anyway. We're left with no choice but to turn our civilians alchemists. What a loser! The path to your goal is a long one, Richard. Yeah. That is as if you chose the wrong decision to side with the knights first. You should have sided with the knights, not let them stand post. All because he barged in Magda's residence. All because he barged in Magda's residence without considering his emotions. He ate icy bread for nothing, and then he got stagnated. Oh man. Time to
Boy.
continue the chapter. Find the useful information? Rad says. Yes, sir. We identified the location that we believe to be a former residence of our target. There are other games we could play, because PC is our bottleneck for more graphically demanding options. I know. I'm thinking. Even a mini PC will do because the AMD Ryzen mini PC might be sufficient enough for Droga to play a few graphically demanding games. So I decided to cancel one event story that I already covered. In the Japanese version, I already covered flowers bloom in a drought, the one with Nika and Diana. So I decided to go for the other event story that I haven't covered in the global version. There may be clues left here. There. Lead the way. Whose ship is this? It appears that the target once lived here. And I gotta say, how is this ship docked? Maybe the ship was docked during a stormy night. That's why the ship was left stuck in here for I think months or so since Valeria's arrival at the capital. It appears that the target once lived here. Careful now, we don't know what's inside. Remember, we don't know anything about her history. Well, her memories are wiped, sir. How are we gonna interrogate her? Well then, Celestial, please take a few steps back. We'll open the door now. Open the door! What's all the fuss about out here? We'd like to ask a few questions. Knights, huh? I don't know anything. In fact, I'm one with a bunch of questions for you. Well then, we finally meet Magda. Canonically. Because the if chapter does not count because Magda apparently just flee out of I guess aggression or something? Hey, you think you can just get away? Oh, whoopsies, reflexes. He just went and grabbed me out of nowhere. She took on two opponents in the same instant. This is quite capable. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm gonna knock them on the ground. Oh well. Well then. Hey, if you don't want to end up like these two, you better answer my questions. Apparently you have a spiky club ready. Don't even think about running. Try anything funny and it's go time. Yeah, you're brawling. You're ready to brawl this guy. Though these two have only fainted. Maybe they knocked their brains out. So, yeah, they're not dead. I'm Bradley Codd, Seneschal of Alchemy to the Kingdom. Autoplay.
Huh?
You got some kind of big wig or something. Well, you're wearing your headphones. I just introduced myself to you. Now it's your turn.
なんだそれ?
You better take this through, mister. Your guard knights are out. Tulog daw pero may stream. Because you have Noir game. Your name, please. You're kidding me. Face reveal.
Huh?
It's Magda. Magda Kupka. If I can get Magda without using Legend Fest medals in the other version, I'd be happy. Because, you know, pink hair, wearing headphones with cat ears. Yay, my enemy this time has to be internet connection. Oh, okay. Hates to lose.
Oi.
And this is where we I think it's present day. Yeah, before the events of story chapter 28 thing. Hey Wise Guy, what do you do outside of work? The two are dating! What? Why do you ask? Brad and Magda. Imagine. Come on, we're pals, right? So that means we can hang out and stuff. Sure. Wait for it to buy premium. It just that natural. It's 200 pesos on Steam, Goga. You can just buy it with Gcash. Well, I guess when you put it that way, I sometimes play strategic board games. Well, aka he plays chess. It's hinted in his burst skill animation. Like with the king and knight pieces. It's chess! Yes, that's right.
なるほどな.
Wow, talk about a wise guy hobby. What's so fun about that kind of thing anyway? You're curious? The fun isn't trying to outdo your opponent's strategy. It's all about reading into each other's approach. Likely. If the autoplay tries to keep it fast, there's nothing more satisfying than driving them into a corner by coming up with a stronger strategy. You really are competitive, aren't you? I've always thought so. Well, you have yet to see Brad in a chess tournament. You can't lose a winnable fight as long as you put it in your all. Yeah, alright. So, what are the rules? What do you need to play? You don't have to swing your club.
No.
Wait a minute. Are you serious? You want to challenge me?
Huh?
Yeah, why not? Why else would I be asking? I hate studying, but this might be kind of fun. I initially thought that Magda and Bradley were like a married couple, but alright, sure, I won't hold back though. I've yet to see if the two of them will return in Resleriana's story season 2, but it's too early to start anyway. And at least we get to see new characters. Of course you won't. Okay, let's do it. And that's all for Brad's part of the event story. I think it only took like 45 minutes, including the if chapters. Maybe I'll go for the other chapter and then see what connects the two of them. Nice. Oh, there's one more. One step ahead. Yeah, I know. I'll be waiting on the Umamos Ben Jesus stream overlay. I've already finalized my design. I've already finalized my design on Umamusume's stream overlay. Nijijizu, however, it's based on All Stars Nijigasaki, not the anime. Yeah, gosh, so they're staring at an empty cauldron. Alchemy is quite a rich discipline. I mean, what do you expect, Seneschal? I need to work on improving my own skills with the craft. And why would you be hired as the Seneschal of Alchemy if you don't know how to synthesize items? Oh man, what kind of... Okay. Yes, he does have generations of Seneschals, but this is the first time that a Seneschal is learning alchemy. Like, I think around 5 generations before him, the last Seneschal of Alchemy was the last one to learn alchemy. And then 5 generations later, we have a present guy who started to use alchemy. Ironic. Okay. It's not fair that you can't do that fancy synthesis stuff in the great Magda can't.
Oi.
Still haven't tried much of it though. Why don't you put some serious effort into its study? It would be to your benefit.
Yeah.
Nah, reading things up is where I shine. Alchemy's just whatever. Valeria can do alchemy, you know. She's basically threw some stuff in the alchemy. Look at her. We're different people. What do you expect? But if you sat down and stick to your decision, then why are you complaining?
Yeah.
Well, don't know. Something about watching you makes my eyes culture makes me want to give you grief about it. What else? If you have that much time to spare, I will put you to work. I have to go gather materials, which means exposing myself to monsters, so I'll have you fight them instead. He's the shield and she's the spiky club. So Neshel's gotta do that kind of grunt work. I can't improve my skills without the necessary supplies. Why are you letting her do this? Yeesh, you're grim. Well, whatever, a job's a job. I think they made up with each other. Who else is talking along? It's not far. The two of us should be enough. Haha, does this make a date? The first hint! Oh my god. I think Magda has a thing with Brad. It was eventually revealed in the Sophie and Black event story, which it's exclusive to the Japanese version stream. You can check that previous event story that I streamed. So yeah, Magda's a softie if she's around Brad.
Oh.
Weren't you just calling me a grim? Where it's exactly is your mind going? Well, it's brains versus brawn.
Huh?
I was just teasing you. Why'd you gotta go and make it weird? You blushing. Ah, your face is red.
おい
Come on, let's get going.
くそ
I swear, one of those days, I'm gonna be the one who gets the last word. Yeah. Oh man. Oh my. I'm already sniffing. Even though I'm not sick. Magda the Brawling Maiden. Okay, stop the request. Oh my gosh. Just replace Jesus exactly. Full color. Oh my god. All that for simple stream overlay change. Well, it's lucky that I still have my how do you say it? My GIMP file. So who knows if I'll change it anyway. But please, come on. It's just my style of graphics design is my passion. So yeah, we're dealing with the aftermath. This one is quite a time change. Wow, Barat, you must think you're a big deal calling on Queen. In the previous short story, Brad was just hitting on Magda. Mika, stop. He really is high-ranking. Sasaga Senesho. No need to get differential. He's just some know-it-all little rich boy. Little rich boy. That's a compliment, by the way.
Huh?
Whatever the case, you must have called on me to discuss matters regarding the kingdom of Lara. Not necessarily, but it has to do with alchemy. We're to discuss diplomacy, correct? Straight to the point.
いや
Oh yeah, I forgot. Somehow XP stream for some reason is not included in the stream overlay, so it's Magda the Brawling Maiden. Yep. That I know from that Block 9 Enrico Blanco song. I mean, hearing Magda as a character name, it always brings me back to that that beautiful rap song. No, this is about you. You visited the Plateau of Berg just recently, didn't you? Recalling that in chapter 15. I've received a report from Resna and the others that you were spraying some sort of mist there. Yep, maybe to distract the monsters.
So
Oh yes, indeed. That was me. All because of the Griselda. The thing is, there are many ruins in Berg. Audibly. These ruins are an important part of our kingdom's cultural heritage, and now they've been exposed to an unknown agent made by alchemists. No one got harmed unless the fauna just sniffed into the mist. I must now ascertain whether there was any damage to the ruins. No. Then, by that you mean... Oh, Diana.
そうだな
You're all coming with me to investigate. There. It has to do with the stream elements delay. No way. Why? Can't you do that on your own or something? Huh? All depends. Are you trying to tell me your queen can't even clear up her own mess? Mika,
そうですわね
this is something we must do. I was careless after all. Oh, okay. Lara's starting to do accountability. Very well, I shall show you the locations that may have been exposed to the mist.
あ
Wow, what a mess. Good luck with that.
おい
Magda, you're coming too. Why does the great Magda need to go too? Well, to familiarize the ruins. You're free, aren't you? And besides, you'll be paid for your service. Why did you say so? I guess I'd stir up a ruckus or two. Yeah, just don't destroy the rocks.
いや
I'll need you to stay around the ruins. Queen Lara, we'll go too. I'm at your service. Sasaga Diana. See, two of the characters I like, well, Although I already exchanged both of them. Hey, that's not fair. I'm going to. Everyone, please, we must be very careful around the ruins. Yeah, we're not here to disturb the peace. And, yeah. That one time I have to wait for at least the, connecting to stop flashing by, but, it's nothing I can do if I have Philippine internet. Now for this one, I'll have to rewind back to the very beginning. Now, I flip a coin and I go for Brad first. Now, I'll go for the other part, which is Bagda. So, how's our brawl master before she beats Brad? Hey, come on, hear me out. She has a bubblegum. She wouldn't listen to you. You got something worth hearing. I ain't not gonna lie, her design is just sassy. I'm just trying to help people with money problems get some work, that's all. Oh yeah, she was part of the Moonlight Society at that time. You did the one thing we were telling them it was safe and easy work. But you keep sending people in the cave without telling them about the vicious monsters. Yeah, what you do? And these poor souls that somehow make it back get nothing but peanuts, eh? Yeah, I'm guessing their exploration was worth the risk, huh? How much are you pocketing, huh? Come on, it's not like I trashed Moonlight Society turf or something. This is just fools being fools. No, I think you might have dragged them into danger. Caverns are dangerous anyway, even at night. You know, the be of the capital here. Sure, there are a lot of broke, good-for-nothing muscleheads around. Autoplay. But you know what? Everyone's helping each other to get by. You won't get anywhere just doing whatever you want. So the Moonlight Society gonna put its foot down. Autoplay, come on. Any scumbag calling these hardworking muscleheads out of their money. Yeah! Oh, wrong screenshot. I ain't gonna let you taught a lesson by this here brawl master on behalf of our clients. He likely saw Randy's. That's why her burst skill animation is just alluring. Job's all done, you won't be seeing that guy's mug around here anymore. She's just doing her job on behalf of Oliver. Great job! Thanks! I'll pass along the good news to the guys who got hurt on the monster attacks. Don't worry, I got it on Steam. I could replay this frame. Now that it's available. At least until, like, March 28th. No big deal, my theory did most of the work for me. I'm not gonna let any 2-bit con artists get away with tricking people. Yep, fools be fools. But you can't fool the brawl master. Oh wow, what a little weakling that guy was. I was hoping for a decent fight. Well, if you're facing against Joanna at that time, no. Anyone in the market from a Fist of Fury? I'll send anyone to bother you, flying brawl master. Magda's got you covered. That's marketing 101. Oh hey, it's Magda. Hey, I need Vals. Where you headed? Well, at least she has a soft spot for these ladies. Well, me and Ivo are here leaving the capital for a request. Oh yeah, a fight outside the capital? Say no more. The great Magda is at your service.
Yeah.
I think we're set with Valeria on the unruly front. Hey now, you know I blow Little Miss Val's here out of the water. I'll take it out on that. Let's battle to our heart's content. Nice. Now we're talking.
Oi.
Hold on, 2 members battle each other near the society is just asking for sketchy people to come running. I mean, it could scare the weaklings, but sure. Okay, if you say so, I will. And the two left the docks. Oh, what a letdown. It's gotta be since I was born and raised in the rough and tumble Bay Area, surrounded by nothing but troublemakers. Well, welcome to the Moonlight Society era! Lots of troublemakers with a crime rate of 66. I got so strong in fights, even as a kid. Now I live and find to find any jerk who deserves a beating and knock them out of this gloomy world. You know what? I think the writing for Manda's site looks decent.
Oi.
Oh, hello, Karasu. Hey, Karasu. You have been summoned by Lord Oliver.
Eh?
Yep, you've been summoned by the king. What will the leader of the Moonlight Society want with me? Spiky club, I guess? Alright, I got a feeling this is gonna be fun. Well, if you have Karasu the messenger and she requests that you be summoned by the Oliver, I think you got a serious task on your hands. Huh? Oh, it's actually the game itself. Time to take down the Autophy. Yeah, I have no idea who the Autophy is. Alright, let's see on Oliver's orders. Bring some Snell's Province secret hot spring water back? Ah, the onsen event story. That's right. It is said that longevity is granted to you the moment you immerse yourself in water. You shall bring it to me. Hold on, Oliver. I think it'd be best if you have to go to the springs yourself. Not bring spring water from the province to the docks, right? I mean, you won't get the full benefits of hot spring water if you're just immersing yourself in this spring water. You know, one of those spring waters that will heal you? Yeah, that's not how spring water works. You can't just potable it from the north to the capital. You shall bring it to me. Yeah, I think you'll bring a lukewarm, I'd say a cold spring water. You're gonna have to boil it. But, you know, not at a point of evaporating it.
なんだそれ
You're kidding me. You just want me to go pick up some water? Where's the third on that? Where's the third on that? Back the spring water, everybody. It'll be a long journey and you won't be able to return to the capital for quite some time. I shall provide you payment in advance for your troubles. The thing is, how is Magda going to bring in lots of spring water? Sorry to burst your bubble, but this is the type of job a brawler master takes on. Yeah, I mean money, but no, I'm not that desperado. Listen, Magda, this is a serious request. You're the only one capable of carrying it out. Yeah, that's the issue about Oliver's health at that time. He unfortunately didn't have any assistant to go to the northern province, even warm clothing. That way, if he wants to experience that true hot spring water experience, then yeah, I don't think bringing spring water is a good idea either. Or having Oliver going to the Snail Province is a bad idea either. So it's a lose-lose request, Magda. It's likely a lose-lose request anyway. The Northerners and Snail are known to revere those with strength. Sounds perfect to you. Ah, yes. The Snail Province, where they say they outlaw alchemists because they thought magic is weak against the brawl.
なるほどな
Huh, you don't say. In that case, maybe this could be a little fun after all. Still, Province, if Crow isn't pulling my leg, this trip could get interesting. I think you're going to the province on your own, actually. But still, there's gotta be some other work that could get me even more fired up. Well, you can survive the snow. Well, fired up. Should I take it or trash it? Okay, so there's an if chapter on decline Oliver's request from my recording. Yes, I have to recall that I already recorded the event story in advance. But you know what? I say let's try accepting Oliver's request, even though we're bringing it home with a cold spring water. How's that sound?
Ah,
Alright, Snow Prophets, here I come. I knew I could count on you, Magda. Yeah, just don't expect the spring water to be hot once she comes back to the capital. It's one thing to keep in mind, though. Northerners may revere those with strength. We already said that before. But they're known to ignore those that they find weak. Don't expect things to be so straightforward. Karasu, they saw your speed and strength. That's why you asked me, right? I'll go show them who can really run wild. Oh, she's asking for it. Oh, so how long is this connecting words? So now my new obstacle is connecting. Even though I'm using the PLDT internet. Let's try the if chapter before moving on to the Snow Province.
なんだ。あ
そうだな。
なるほどな。
Alright, so what if you decline the request? No can do. If it's not a battle, it's not a real job for a brawl master. Ah, she defied Oliver's orders! Besides, that good-for-nothing con artist I just took care of might come back for revenge against the society. Best I stick around for a while. The thing is, I think someone's already doing it. Plus, someone needs to protect you while Crow's out working too, right? Daga Kotowaru. Alright, I'll see. I'll have to entrust the duty of gathering the water from those secluded hot springs to someone else. Yeah, Magda remain close by for the time being then.
Huh?
Yosh! And this is where the reality struck for Magda. Sometimes past since then, and Valeria and Heidi have both betrayed the Moonlight Society. This now takes place during story chapter 3 then. Probably. Because by this point, Floke, Lanza, Heidi, and Valeria are now starting to flee from and microphone. Frankly, I've got no idea what happened. All I know is that my job is to protect Oliver, so... Cue the music. Guess who? Valeria. I knew Kuro wouldn't be around. Capturing you would be such a breeze. Oh, this is taking place during chapter 14, I think. Sure, Kuro might not be around, but I have backup. You're not getting through me. This is an alternate scenario. During story chapter 14, holy crap. What? Oliver? So that's how it is, huh? Things have really changed, huh? But I'm getting paid either way, so... Yep. I want to see these two roll. I never imagined you actually end up an enemy, Valeria. Now I can really give it to you. And they've already escaped in chapter 3, right?
そうね。
Yeah, I've been waiting for this fight for a long time.
あ
Alright, it's battle time. A showdown between you and me. The Futari Kirige-sen. Unfortunately, since this is an if chapter, bring it on. There's no holding back, Valeria. Yep, don't hold anything back, of course. Of course you won't be seeing the two of them fight. It's just an alternate scenario. She declined. She could have gone to the Snow Province and then let Oliver be captured. That's already the canon story. I wanted to fight and that's it. Alright. Now we're going to the Snow Province. So it was decided I headed to Snow. It didn't take a long time for me to come across a northerner. Hey, before you start asking favors, why don't you show me what you can do first? She has a club. What are you talking about, sir? X and Z? They call northern residents X and Z? What is this? They're running out of ideas to make them A to B or A, B, C, D, or G. They decided to go for the last three letters, X, Y, and Z. How about this? We got a test of strength here that involves lifting a chunk of ice. I'll show you the way if you're up for the challenge. Why do we have to go so far just for some ice? There's perfectly good ice right over here. Besides, just lifting some ice too dainty. Watch and learn. These stories about the people up here were true. This ought to be a piece of cake. Try lifting it! Try challenging Judah to an ice lift battle. Booyah! All I had to do was show off my strength. You batted a chunk of ice. Having laid eyes on my incredible might, the Northerners quickly changed their tune and treated me to a feast. Oh, cool! Goodbye! It's the Banket. Chatting with them showed me how caring and devoted to one another they are. Not to mention the hot springs and grub were fantastic. The benefits of living the North, huh? Ah, there. This part I like. Just snow caps! As I bask in the snow lifestyle, I suddenly realized that I stuck around too long and hardly any time left until the request deadline. Oh, I forgot! Oliver, you even set a deadline on that request even though you requested hot spring water? Look at your brewmaster! She's enjoying the tourism! I reluctantly said my goodbyes to the Westerners and set out to fetch that hot springs water requested by Oliver. Well, at least she bathed in the hot spring water. Worth the visit. And then, I finally set out to return to the capital, but... when I got back, everything was gone.
Huh?
What happened to the society? Whoa, bad news! It has been disbanded. Where's everybody at? What in the world is going on? Really, what in the blazes world is going on? According to the information I've gathered, it looks like the Moonlight Society went up in smoke while I was gone and everyone got arrested. Yep, that's what story chapter 14 happened. At least you're safe from being arrested. Now I'm the only one left. Who would have guessed? Actually, Karasu is still in the prison cell. What should I do? Without the society around, there's no need for me to stay in the capital, right? I think you're now on the red notice list? I lived here forever. I thought this was here where I belong, but Snell made me start to rethink that. Actually, it's a good thing you did not get arrested. Maybe I should travel somewhere. There might be a place even better for me out there. Maybe. There's Valeria's boat if you wanna check in. Wait, what about Valeria and the others? Oh yeah, they moved to free again, I think. You didn't get the news? From what I've heard, they left the society before it disappeared. How is she not how is she not caught up with the news? Even though she said, "Oh, I would like to have a fight with Valeria one day." Could they still be in the capital? In that case, maybe I could link up with them. That's a nice pose of concern. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe one of the two decisions has to be an alternate ending. Stay in the capital?
そうだな。
Guess I'll stay in the capital and see if I can find Valeria and the rest. Ah, again! They moved to Rian. If I remember right, they had some kind of hideout. I'll start by looking for that. Yeah, if it's an if chapter, then it should follow up with the story string. Whoa! Okay. Oh, so it is a bad decision for the fact that you just travel around then. Well, she's at the she's at the snow province. Now what she'll do? Now the if chapter is where if she were to travel and find Valeria somewhere. Well, the thing is, bad decision.
そうだな。
Well, there's nothing left here anymore. Might as well go out and see the world. Oh my god. So long, Capital. I'll miss ya. That'd be players migrating to the Japanese version of the game. And so I decided to set out on a journey across the continent. I started out without anything in mind other than going somewhere far. Okay, I passed through tons of places, meet lots of people, and experience a bunch of new things. Wow, brand new perspectives, I know! And all along, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, as well as what I ought to be doing. I don't usually use the ought.
Oi.
Hey, someone's been robbing goods from merchants passing through here lately. Sound familiar? I think you found those criminals who did. Alright, you got a problem with me? Oh, temper. Might wanna watch yourself. Oh dear, you don't wanna mess with her. You scared, little missy? What do you think? Does she have a face of fear? We've cleared this area of monsters and made it safe, so it's only fair that we charge a toll to pass through. Oh, so this is the implementation of tollway explorers. God damn it. Why would you want to charge for their efforts? Come on, no one's here to take advantage of your skills, props. You expect some of my caliber to listen to some low-life scoundrels with you? What a joke. Hey, you better rethink your attitude or I'll... Wait, hold it. I've heard about her. People are talking about some lady going around pummeling thugs. Oh, you remember that back in the beginning of the story. Yep. He also scored a pretty pervy spot too. Never mind about that. Oh, so guess my fighting is my calling after all. Go for it. Anyone who gets in my way earns themselves a knuckle sandwich. No one escapes the wrath of Brawlmaster Magda. Your Traveler's Road, by the way. Go crazy, I guess. Oh yeah, the knights are likely gonna find her anyway. The reason I say this is because Magda didn't travel far enough from the capital. Alright, so this is where, I think this is where she will likely meet up with, Bradley. Looks like they've been gone for a while, but where did they go? So quiet without them. You're inside Valeria's boat, I think. The temporary one.
Ah.
Nah, can't get all mushy now. I gotta do what I can. Everything's covered in dust. Maybe someone will show up while I tidy up a bit. You have a bro maiden who's cleaning up your room, Valeria. All cleaned up. She's now a tough waifu. Phew, that should do it. Wow, way to go, me. Everything's spick and span. Looks like even dust is no match for the great Magda. Maybe it'd be a good time to clean the ceiling too. Wait, is that? Someone's coming this way. Could it be Valeria? No, it could be someone else that you might not know. It appears that the target once lived here. Oh. Oh no! What's going on? Why is there a knight here? Wrong. That's a celestial of alchemy. Careful now. We don't know what's inside. Remember, we don't know anything about her history. Alright, so basically it's in Magda's perspective. But what's different is that they didn't recycle... they could have recycled the same boat that Magda and the Knights tried to enter Magda's boat on her perspective. I guess they don't have the interior. That's why Magda couldn't be inside the boathouse. That's just the difference. Brad's perspective... In Brad's perspective, he was investigating the boat that Valeria used to reside, and then Magda was inside the boat at that time. In Magda's perspective, she's already outside of the boat, so she would have saw the knights by. She would have been visible by knights by now. Even Bradley. I think the good clue. I think the how do you say this? I think the hypothesis is that they did not implement interiors for Valeria's boathouse. So Magda is outside in her perspective, while Brad's perspective, Magda is inside the boat. So, yeah. Well, who is it? Whoever it is, sounds like he's investigating Valeria. Are these scumbags who took Valeria and the others away? They better not be. Well, you're talking to the knights, Magda. It's the reality. Just because I'm not gonna let them get away with it. And this is where, I think this is where Bradley and Magda collide their fate. See you tomorrow then. Yeah. I was about to finish the event story, but connecting, took the life out of it. Now there's now a joint arc, so this is basically the same as for Diana and Mike. So chronologically, I think valuable. Let me check. Chronologically, I think at Where Is Everyone episode, this is where Bradley's arc start, and then by the time Bradley went to Valuable Talent, then Suspicious Presence is where Magda and Bradley collide. So tomorrow, Jiro. Yep. So I am thinking in chronological order. This part to this part is where Brad's story will start from here and then stop here. Actually, this one. The last part has to be this one. And then a Suspicious Present is the latest entry before Bradley. Before Bradley's event story happens over here. So yeah, that's how Brad and Magda met. all because Brad is trying to find Valeria's whereabouts. La di da di da.
Oi.
Magda. Who is that? Oh, it's your partner. Oh, it's you, wise guy. What are you doing here? I was just passing by and noticed you were here, so I thought I'd tell you about the next step. Although, I know this one. Maybe this one takes place after the first short story on Brad's perspective. I've been meaning to ask for a while now. What's the contraption on your hand? Didn't expect a wise guy. You didn't even notice. This doohickey here lets you listen to sounds. Advanced technology in the world of alchemy, because you can listen to your favorite songs thanks to these headphones. I wonder if alchemy also advanced to modern times, like modern technology, all while having a medieval architecture. If you listen to recorded sounds anywhere, even outside like this, you can even listen to music. Amazing, huh? Resleriana got headphones before GTA 6. Technically, I think GTA 3, the Liberty City one. No, I think Vice City is the oldest. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Vice City is one of the earliest game chronologically to have vintage technology. So, yep, if you listen to recorded songs anywhere, even outside like this, you can even listen to music. Amazing, huh? I bet she's listening to previous Atelier songs.
Oh.
I've never heard of such tool. That must be quite a rare item. Perhaps even a relic of an ancient civilization. That's why there's the alchemy event where it makes a modern world in their medieval setting. Yes, but this one takes place in the medieval setting. The one that has modern technology is Resleriana Academy. So the one in that event story is a separate alternate universe. So I picked this thing up after a brawl at some ruins. So yeah, this piece right here is my prized possession. You can record your favorite crazy tunes and drift away listening to them anytime you want. Baby Magda found this prized possession from a time traveler. I'm just guessing there's a time traveling alchemist who traveled to the past and then saw Magda rolling some monsters, and I think the time traveling alchemist gave her a piece of music player and a pair of headphones before that time traveling alchemist go back to his or her modern world.
なるほど。
That sounds wonderful. After all, music does make life richer. Oh, it's not just that. You said it. It's music from a future point.
Huh?
Don't even think about it. I don't care if you want it. You can't have it. And no, you can't analyze it either. What are you gonna do if it breaks, huh? Forget. She went on to the initiative. You wouldn't believe the offer I got from a scholar before, but I refuse even that.
いや。
Not now. What I wanted to say is you should at least take it off when walking around town. Someone might get hurt then. No thanks. This is part of my iconic look. It's not coming off anytime soon. You already removed your headphones, by the way. I can actually see her ears. You don't seem to hear me calling your name just now. It's rude to ignore people even if unintentional. Or maybe it's because of the Steam client that I'm using. Me being rude? That's hardly new. That's because you're busy brawling with the thugs before. But fine, I hear ya. Don't worry, even I know not to ignore people. Even with headphones on. You just don't budge, do you? But I guess that's part of your charm. Hey! Nice one! Look at her. Don't say like that so bluntly. You're making me all awkward. You mean dere dere? Oh man, you too. I guess whoever wrote this event story is a genius, because my gosh. I've never seen... it's been a long time since I've seen like a couple that had like romance material, but they're too reluctant to be together kind of situation. Surprisingly homie. What's up, homie? Alright, super shiny. Nothing beats a clean room. Yeah, surprisingly, even Magda knows how to clean up house. Thanks, Magda. Sorry to leave the cleaning all up to you. Well, this takes place after chapter 19, I think. Don't mention it. I don't mind cleaning at all. All that because she was cleaning out Valeria's boathouse at that time. Getting rid of all the grime was so refreshing. Just taking down some evil fools. Yeah, germs are not her friends. The only difference is that villains that create evil, those evil fools, deserve a real beatdown. Well, you're not gonna see a lot of villains in this atelier. Oh my! Who might those be? Oh my god! Villain 1 Saskia? It's like they foreshadowed what I was going to say in chapter 22. Come on! This just makes it all alluring. I just remembered I have something I need to do. Summoning Lacta? Alright, there's someone waiting for me. See you around. They're named the 3 villains! And they're both black. Don't worry. They don't mean anything by it. They're just not very fond of cleaning. Maddie has a live broom, by the way, in chapter 16. She used it in the original game, so... I guess Maddie has the least cleanliest Atelier? That reminds me, I hear you are quite the chef. I would like to try some of your cooking. Hey. Even though Magda's a brawl master, at least she has the housewife material. Oh, sure thing. I was just thinking about this dish I want to make, actually. You gotta love this meat stew I learned from the people of the north when I was in Snell province. I learned the recipe, but hang on a second. You don't have the ingredients? Apparently, no. They don't usually travel around unless you're a peddler. I might have some ingredients you need. I bought some goods from someone from Snell just recently. Ah, yes. That's our Floke. Kenshi-chan! Oh, perfect. Maybe you can give me a hand too, just like the last time we cooked together, eh? Yes, I'd love to see the two of them cook food. I'd love to. I'm so excited. It was so much fun cooking with you. Oh, finally, it's been a long time since the two of them finally cooked. Oh, lovely. We have to look forward to a delicious feast today. I bet Magda's cooking levels about above 100. They're taking care of some housework too, with Saskia. But I have to say, Magda, to be honest, I thought you'd be some kind of scary because of the whole Brawl Master thing. But you're really nice and good at everything. I guess the thugs didn't expect her to be a completely Brawl Master. I'd like to hear more about that, what Valeria used to be like too. Valeria didn't even spend the capital that long. Maybe it's because her memory got wiped out as soon as she arrived at the capital. That's it? Okay, so Magda has 2 short stories here, and then Brad has 3 short stories. Am I missing something? Well, I guess I'll have to finish the event story and then go to sleep. Now, not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. It might be in bounds if I were to cover the other Nike's event story, but I guess replay is not that bad. I just basically swapped Nickel Ground for extra few hours of sick, but was sick, babe, struck. Oh dear. Okay, I'm about to finish the event story anyway. I just needed to finish the joint event story, and then that's it. It's not even that decent. It's just the global version is closing anyway. So, rest well, XP, and recover well. Get well soon. Yeah. So, what's the Celestial of Alchemy doing here? So this is where now the two of them finally meet up. So the short story are just supplements after the event story. Come on, put your weapon away. It's rude, don't you think? Well, stop with that constant lecturing. Kills my mood every time. Just get to the point. I'm pretty sure Magda and Brad will end up together. I'm sure you don't want to make this decision any longer than it needs to be. The other knights probably heard the commotion. They'll be here any moment. Huh, you think some petty little knights can do anything? Only a Night of the Midnight Sun can take this Royal Master down. Oh, don't call Juna early. Because she'll put an arrest warrant on you. Royal Master Magda. You must be the Magda that was in the Moonlight Society documents. Oh shit, he knows. Well, if you already know that much, this should be quick. I'm looking for a couple of girls named Valeria and Heidi. Yep, that dongo hair does not lie. Even Flock and that old fogey Lance had him up and disappeared. Magda, you look exhausted. What happened? He said what happened. That looked muscle style. Oh well, listen up. I'll tell you why I'm here in the first place. And then she explains everything. She proceeded to tell me about what led her here, how she accepted a request from Oliver and traveled to the Snell province. She returned to find that Moonlight Society had disappeared, along with Valeria and the others. In hopes that Valeria and the others might return, she set out to clean the ship. I believe that she's telling the truth, which means we're after the same thing. At last, a path forward. Time to finally get to the bottom of things.
なるほど。
I understand the situation now. For my part, I too am looking into Valeria. How about this? Why don't you help me investigate by being my guard? You can be a knight of sorts. I mean, that could work, but Magda's alchemy skill is quite questionable. Anyway, let's go. Well, why would I ever be a guard for you? Oh, you're not gonna accept the offer? You do realize you just assaulted a couple of knights. Join me and I'll let it slide. You're clearly oblivious, but... yeah, you've shown your promise. The Khan family has been supporting the crown for generations, and your assault on my knights constitutes as an act of defiance against my family. Ooh! the king is about to go checkmate on the queen. You know, chess style. I'll give you a fair warning. You do not want to make an enemy of the kingdom. I trust you can understand that. So you're threatening me now? You left me no choice. You wouldn't listen otherwise, would you?
Huh?
Don't be so full of yourself. You know, I could.
いや、
Magda, listen. I'm in awe of your incredible ability to incapacitate a knight in a blink of an eye. Yeah? Would be a shame to let such a talent sit idle. That idea of it is even somewhat maddening. Take the offer or not?
ああ、
That's also why I'm offering you the option of being my guard.
なんだそれ
So, now you think you can get with me with flattery?
いや、
Not at all. I mean every word. I am not one to waste time. He's about efficiency over power. Really? Okay then. I guess I'll be your guard. Hey, it's a proposal then! What's with this guy? Now we got this weird thing going. You're just
おい、
you're just getting along with him. You really should reconsider your manner of speaking.
はあ
Urusai! Magda's doing this in the part. It's not like I like you or anything, you idiot. Oh man, that is just... Background check. Interesting. Let me check out the bank account that I'm using. What's the difference? Oh, it's just the time deposit accounts. I thought it's the savings account. Anyway, background check. I think there are only like 2 stories left. The next day, we decided to head to Fleegen, the town where Valeria is apparently living now. I looked into this Brad guy before we left though, and it turns out I really don't know who I was picking a fight with. You're basically picking a fight with the Chanel of alchemy. I guess you'll never know.
そうだな。
You really are a big deal. The future of Kingdom, huh? I hear you were at the top of your class in school, too. Look at you. You got a fancy family and a fancy brain. Knock knock. You're using headphones, lady. Well, anyway, you investigating people all on your own? Don't you have people to do that for you? You knocked out his knights not too long ago. One must see everything in one's own eyes in order to make the correct decisions. That's all there is to it. Particularly when it comes to matters of alchemy. That's how important this is to the kingdom. Sounds kinda idealistic. Somebody help! Someone's screaming.
お
It's coming from the marsh over there. Looks like it's time for me to get some work. Well, you already have your club ready. Knock 'em.
せい
Well, of course, we're not gonna see what enemy Black Dead Bradley are fighting with. Well, they're at the marsh. Take that! Feast your eyes on the true strength of the Brawl Master. Arigatou gozaimasu!
あ
Yep, be careful on the way back. That's a nice burst
Conscious.
animation preparation pose. Thank you for saving a citizen in need. Hehe, no need to go making such a
Boy.
big fuss about it. There's something that's been on my mind for a while. I respect your strong-willed personality, but can you tone down your rough way of speaking? No. That's just how she is. That lady looked a bit frightened of you. You really should be more careful of what you say. I mean... yeah, not that wrong. The great Magda who survived the Bay Area with nothing but her fists? You think I could be all polite and dainty like that? You were cleaning the
So-
boat not too long ago. You know you might lose out on some good customers with that now. Listen, you would really shine with a little polishing. You're strong, tidy, and you take great care of your appearance. You can really flourish if you'd only improve your manners. He's a genius.
なんだと
What's with you all of a sudden? Smooth talking.
そうが
You've got some kind of ulterior motive, you little snake. Case in point, that sort of language is not acceptable.
そうだな
So that's where Valeria and the gang moved. Well, welcome to Fleegen, where it's all nostalgic. Let's ask as many residents here as we can about Valeria and Resna.
あ
How about asking me too? I've been around her for a long time, you know.
なるほど。
Right, you have. Okay, so how would you describe Valeria? Mysterious, homunculus. And that's it.
あ
She can be a real blockhead sometimes, but she wasn't a bad person or anything. I might not be so smart, but my instincts are sharp. No harm in hearing me out.
あ
I'll be sure to include that in my report. Oh yeah? Okay, wise guy. I swear, there's gotta be some people lining up around the block to file complaints about you. You know, Icy Brad. She referenced an if chapter. Well, at least on Bradley's perspective. That may be, but the world needs people like me. Oh, so you're aware of it, huh? Interesting. Orpheus did assign him anyway as the seneschal of alchemy. You're a little edgy, not caring about stuff like that. I'm impressed. That's a unique perspective. You know, maybe we can get along after all. You like music? Ah! I get you get like vocal music, but not musical instrumental music unless it's accompanied with a natural musical instrument. Dang. As long as it's something soothing. Ah, yes,
なるほどな。
the romance period music.
あ
Enough chit chat. We're wasting precious time. Let's get started on the investigation.
だな。
Yes, sirree. An invitation to dine. And with that, we conducted our investigation, speaking with a great many of people. However, in the end, there were no issues that came up regarding either Valeria or Resna. We weren't able to uncover anything about Valeria's past, but there was a consensus on her being trustworthy. It's only right that I believe what everyone says, and so I reported the results of the investigation to Prince Orpheus. I stated that we should support the work of Resna and her fellow alchemists and move in full toward reviving alchemy. Ooh, I'm stuck! You already ate up the food. Gochitosama deshita. I must say, he had me on the edge saying that we needed to get here quick, and what was it? Forcing me to treat you to a hamburger! Hey, at least you treated her to Jill's sandwich! But it was good, wasn't it?
あ
It was, surprisingly so. Places like this aren't bad.
だな。
A job well done deserves a reward, don't you think?
ほ
Indeed it does, especially when it's spectacular done as this one was. O's? Good work, Seneschal. Well, there's Yuna.
ううん
Earlier, Ragna said she would like to have a fight with the Knight of the Morning Sun. So, yep, she already found Yuna. I didn't expect you to find you two in a place like this. Should you be here? Right now, I'm just Roman the Adventurer, you see? The burgers here are great, aren't they? Well, if it's Kudaina burgers.
そうだ
Sure,
ふむ
there's no way you can discover things like this without actually going out into the world and seeing, hearing, eating them for yourself. He's curious about those burgers. And you and I are doing the same thing. much like your Doshi or Kindred. Alright, we'll be on our way. I hope you both enjoy yourselves. And there goes the two of them. Carefree as ever, I swear. Same as always.
おい。
Well, that guy's royalty, right? Expected. What makes you say that? The lady with him was locked tight on guard. She's crazy strong. You didn't know that's Juna! The knight! She's gotta be top rank even among the Knights of the Midnight Sun. If you got someone like that protecting you, you gotta be royalty. That's... You're already beat up with the Knight of the Midnight Sun! My intuition says that was Richard Lantarna.
うん
What incredible intuition is what wish I could say, but you found out that Richard and I were classmates growing up when you looked into me, and you're simply trying to trick me into confirming it. She knows the intention. Alright, you got me. Well, did I also hear that you two don't get along?
いや
No, that's not exactly right. He and I went to an academy attended by aristocrats. We were the same age and spent 2 years as school friends. I wonder what separated them. He was good at anything and everything, be it academics or martial arts. Well, that's why I call him the Romanza. He scored the highest while I scored the second highest in the alchemy's first year exams. That was the first time I'd ever meet someone who could outscore me. Well then, interesting. It was the first time I ever had a rival. I studied desperately to reclaim my place at the top during our second year. And so... that sums it up. I was certain the two of us would someday grow up to lead the kingdom. That one day, Richard came out and said it. It was freedom he loved. He couldn't stand to be tied down by the palace. I felt this was unfathomable coming from a prince, and so I confronted him about it. That was the end of our friendship. I mean, he likes freedom! We haven't been able to see eye to eye ever since. But I am certain that we will share a common vision for the future. Well, as long as Roman gets to get along with your visions, that is. At the very least, we share respect for Orpheus, the proud prince, and wish to continue supporting him. Well, you didn't... I guess you should have known Orpheus and Roman are relatives, right?
なるほどな。
So you're pretty fond of this Richard fella, huh? Yep.
何
What? I don't know if I'd say that.
ふん。
Oh, come on, don't get all bashful. You talk about a guy with so much passion, you just spilled your guts out. True. I think it's true. No, it can't be. I definitely did not take a liking to him. I saw him as a rival, but I was nothing more than one of many school friends to him. Yep, I'm just checking a little bit on cell phones. He ought to realize that I am someone he needs to rely on more. You want more? Scream it out louder. And they call you Icy Brad. I was thinking you were this dull, dry golden boy, but wow, was I wrong? Look at you. You're just as human as the rest of us, aren't ya? Hey, you too. Whatever you say. I'm sure things are rough for you, being the wise guy and all. But don't go holding everything in. I'm here to listen every time. As long as you treat me to some good grub, that is. Oh my god. She's talking to me almost as it's almost like we're friends. We've only worked together though, nothing more. I'm sure one of the two will rely on each other one day. Now that I think about it, this might be the first time I've ever shared this much about myself with anyone. Especially someone who was part of the Moonlight Society, bro. She's crude, violent, and just plain unruly, but it's almost as if her forcefulness brought out my true feelings. Yep. You're no longer insensitive, bro. If I'm ice, then she's definitely fire. Now that's metaphor. Or, now that's simile, if I recall. Since our work investigating Valeria is done, that means the agreement between the two of us is also finished. No. I mean, you two already ended up together in chapter 19. There's no need for us to stick together anymore, seeing that we're only work colleagues. Are you sure about that? Alright, this one has an if chapter, so I'll go for the Tomodachi part. No, don't kid yourself, Brad. You know she's very well. You know very well she's not just some work colleague. Oh dear. If you really thought of her that way, you wouldn't have treated her to hamburger today, would you? Those? Are you really going to the stubborn just for the sake of it? Didn't you learn your lesson with Richard? Last I checked, you are a man who doesn't make the same mistake twice.
おい
And what are you so serious for, huh?
そうだな。
Alright, if you insist. In this case, treating you to a nice beer is a payment enough for your guard services, right?
なんだと
What? Come on, that's different.
うん。
I'm just kidding. You know I'm capable of a joke, don't you? A dry joke, that is. Oh, shut up. Hey now, watch your mouth. Yep, rude as may be, but the two at least made up anyways. Ah, yes, the last part of the event story. But what if Brad sees Magda as her colleague, as his colleague then?
あ
だな
ほうそうだ。
おい
ほう。うん。いや。うん。
なるほどあ
This is a very long story. Okay. Exactly, we are nothing more than work colleagues whose interests happen to align. In fact, I'm the one who forced her to cooperate. I doubt it. But you know what, since this is an alternate ending, who knows? So I need to let her get her back to her own life without a moment to spare.
いや。
That won't be necessary. I've already caused you enough trouble. Huh? Trouble?
うん。
Yes, we've only started working together because I basically coerced you into helping me. Why would you say that? You're losing in a chess game. I apologize for my behavior. Wait, what are you apologizing for?
感謝する。
I'll send you payment for guard services later. I thank you sincerely. Now go. You're free to do as you please. You'll hear from me if I find out anything new about Valeria.
ふん
Okay, fine. The two just break up? Well, thanks for telling me about all that stuff about Valeria and everything. Well, at least you're caught up with the news. Well, see you around then. Later, wise guy. Ah. Well, this is not good. And then this is where we get to see the start of story chapter 19. Right around chapter 19, Lara was supposed to make a team of Lara Kingdom with Heidi, Floke, and Lancer. Then Brad was supposed to meet up with Lara, and then Magda showed up later. However, in this alternate ending, it didn't happen. Magda didn't bother to go back to 3 again. Despite starting as mutual enemies, you certainly seem to be on good terms.
あ
Yeah? Huh? Oh, come on. You could have at least replayed... You could have at least used the... Or you could have at least recycled the voice lines in this event story. So yeah, I'll be accompanying you on this mission. A government bigwig, yeah. My position demands, yeah. It's basically Bradley's trying to do the same perspective as the one in the normal ending, except Magda isn't here. I'm not gonna replay those lines, to be honest.
おい
Well, I've since begun working alongside Resna and her companions. I ensure that alchemy is used appropriately and offer my support when needed. Well, unfortunately, we don't get to hear what's going on. This is a duty that I must carry out. Well, quick, let it make our little angel all anxious. This is going to be the longest trip ever. And this is the only difference. Magda isn't here to just charge towards Valeria's house. Could it be? Is he joining us for the journey? I didn't foresee this being a possibility. Unfortunately, you just go shoo. If that's the case, things might get less focus. But never mind that. It's time to get to work. All I need to worry about is doing my job. Nothing else should matter. And indeed, that's the alternate ending for story chapter 19. We don't get to see Valeria's whereabouts. We don't get to see Magda smashing enemies along the way. So many mini bosses. I'm about to finish this event story anyway, so yeah. It's already 11 PM. And this is where the short story would have taken place. So take a look at this place. It's gotta be crazy expensive. Definitely not the kind of place that people that welcome me. You're in Hoshido Mayu, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's my friend's place. Romance praise, I think. I should have been so easily won over by you and your promise of some good grab. I mean, you're treated to good grab. Grab 'em. At least she didn't download the Grubhub app. Whatever. Since I'm here, I'm gonna savor every single bite. I'm gonna lick the sauce down to the last drop. Lady, you're just as hungry as I am. Don't you dare be so vulgar. Plus, this is an advance on your payment for accompanying me as your guard. It's your loss if you pass it up. Oh yeah, it's his treat. Come on. Guess so. I see. Wise guy here needs an excuse just to bring me along for a meal, huh? Eh?
なるほど。
Ah, okay. I'll have them take your plate then, since you don't need it. Wait, stop! I'm here to chow down. You're not going to chow down, you're going to itadakimasu. As you dine on this fine delicacy. Happy? Yeah, Magda's happy. But,
ありがと
thanks.
な。
Is that you really calling us friends? I don't mind being called a friend. Well, if you two are going on a date, I'm gonna bet later down the line in Atelier Resleriana's main story, Brad and Magda will end up together. Just mark my words. Just mark my words, they will end up in a future story chapter. Your rough tongue has suited out a bit lately. I think it's more becoming of you. I'm working on it, little by little. Wow, wise guy, this dude's absolutely the guy where you gotta be kidding me. Yep, Magda's taking it. It's delicious, not to die for. And just as soon as I complimented you too, unbelievable. Well, I suppose I'll just have to be patient and keep pointing it out as we go. Got a long road ahead of us. And that's how you finish the event story. In Bradley's eyes, he's treated to cutesy faced Magda while chopping up, while eating some grub. Oh man, this is cool. Yeah, I like this story. Oh man. Alright, so Convergence of Chaos and Order. This is now exclusive to the global version. I'm not gonna be playing Diona and Mike's event story. You can check my Japanese version stream for that instead. So yeah, that's the end of this live stream. I might as well have to go to sleep, but my god. Maybe I'll play the funny music while Zio's about to go to sleep. So, Story chapter 20 will be on Sunday. Maybe I'll use that morning. I'll use the opportunity in the morning to learn Japanese. So, yeah, it's now 11 p.m. and it's now midnight in Japan. So, now that I only have one more content remaining to occupy, I'm about to run out of Resleriana content in the global version. I can finally focus on the Japanese version next week. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming on Saturday morning. I'll just use that time to rest up a little bit. And anyway, time, here comes meat day! Delicious meat skewers! Anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you everyone for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Discord server link in the X, Twitter, Blue Sky link in the video description below. And holy moly, I want more meat skewers XL. I'll be covering story chapter 20 tomorrow afternoon. So anyway, that's going to be it, and I will see you guys next time on the Resleriana Marathon stream. Now, it's been confirmed, I'll be recording multiplayer Saturday night, tomorrow night. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. See you soon. Also, yeah, he's only 2 skewers of meat. So yeah, I can finally replay this event story instead. Alright, enjoy the latest home screen animation while I go to sleep now. Goodbye, see you soon. Right, good thing everyone's together, even Magda and Bradley.